Hello everybody and welcome to the Week 2 Team Builder. So we are facing Chase and their very scary Mono Poison team, which I mean huge respect to Chase. Teams up there, and the first member is actually going to be Executor, rocking the Terra Steel, Citrus Berry, and Harvest ability. Unk, the Executor, is rocking Psychic, Terra Blast, Steel, Future Sight, and Protect with 252 EVs in HP, 176 in special attack, and 80 in special defense with a modest nature. Obviously, Mono Poison team, Psychic type that can Terra Steel to get rid of that horrendous typing. Yeah, it's not rocket science of why Executor is good in this matchup. Next up, we have Tax Evasion the Golden Go, rocking Berry, the ability Good as Gold, and a moveset of Make It Rain, Psychic, Recover, and Nasty Plot. With max HP, max special attack, Final 4 in special defense, and then a modest nature. Tax Evasion is here to throw off strong attacks like Make It Rain and Psychic into that Mono Poison team, recover off damage, and potentially get a Nasty Plot up again to break down slower threats such as Slowking. Next is Dumbo the Dawn Fan with the item Soft Sand, the ability Sturdy, and a moveset of Earthquake, Ice Spinner, Knockoff, and Rapid Spin. Earthquake is obviously here because just gonna be able to hit all of those grounded poison types, so basically the entire team minus Crobat and Levitate Haunter, Ice Spinner for Crobat, and then Vileplume because it's only neutral to ground, and then Knockoff to hit Haunter, and Rapid Spin to get rid of any potential toxic spikes, as Weezing will not be coming in this matchup. Next, we have John the King Gambit rocking an Air Balloon and the ability Supreme Overlord with a moveset of Knockoff, Sucker Punch, Iron Head, and Swords Dance. King Gambit's running max HP, max attack, and the final 4 in defense with a Adamant Nature, and the Terra Fairy type. Air Balloon is here so we don't have to deal with earthquakes from things like Scolipede, and then it's just a very simple moveset, Knockoff and Sucker Punch for strong Dark type attacks, Iron Head to hit Pheasant Skibidi, and Swords Dance for potential sweeping ability. Then we have Nicholas Time, the Hisuian Samurott, once again rocking Black Glasses and the ability Sharpness with the moveset of Ceaseless Edge, Sucker Punch, Drill Run, and Taunt. Taunt is to stop a Toxapex from spamming Recover, same with Slack Off on Slowking or Chilly Reception. And then Ceaseless Edge, Get Up Spikes, Sucker Punch Priority, and Drill Run to hit stuff like Overquill and Pheasant Skibidi for extra damage. And then finally, Chunk the Dragonite rocking a Choice Band, the ability Multiscale, and then max HP, max attack, and 4 defense EVs with an Adamant Nature. Extreme Speed, Earthquake, Iron Head, and Thunder Punch, it just gives me the most coverage into this team, and obviously we're just trying to pressure all those poison types with stuff like Psychic moves, Ground moves, and stuff like that, and hopefully we're able to win, but we'll see, because when there's a lot of these types, it is difficult to try and deal with all of them at once, but I think we brought the right squad. Hello, everybody. We're playing some draft. Yeah, got the goat Dumbo. Alright, that thing is very choice banned. And yeah, hopefully Big Eggy is just gonna be able to go crazy. I am in a vortex right now, y'all. I'm just earthquaking. That's a good chunk. I think I am going to go out into Nicholas Time here now. See, this thing is like fully physically defensive. Yeah, actually, this is... Ooh. Yeah, no, they have knock. I don't want to risk Eggy losing their berry. Yeah, they do go out to this, so I can start potentially getting up my spikes. Sneasler's probably gonna come out here. Either that, oh, Fez, maybe. Maybe. Okay, great start, guys. You know, after coming up for us big last week, it was probably bound to happen. I just want to drill run really bad. Yeah, I think... Yeah, unfortunately, obviously, that sucks. Don't want misses, but they're gonna happen in the game. I'm hoping drill run, because that's gonna do big damage onto Sneasler and put it in, like, potential Sucker Punch range. Because I feel like once Sneasler's out of here, King Gambit, especially with that air balloon, might just be able to, like, immediately win the game. In complete honesty. Or at least, like, put in a lot of work come the end game. Which is always what you're looking for when you got King Gambit. You're looking for that big end game, Sucker Punch, Swords Dance. That's how we won last week. Alright, come on, y'all. Let's see. Okay, Fez does come out. Luckily, we were able to get some big damage on that. So now we kind of get a free toss into Golden Go. Okay, it's play rough. So I think it's just safe to throw off a Make It Rain here. Nothing really wants to switch into a Make It Rain. Shadow Claw, and then that thing's gonna go down. Which is big. Like, yeah, that really does make Sucker Punch extremely powerful. Which is obviously what we're looking for. So yeah, Sneasler, I mean, honestly, like, yeah, like, it was planned, obviously, we want to be using Terra Steel on Eggy. But, I mean, Terra Fairy might be looking like the better option. Just because of that Sneasler. Because we're not going to be taking close combat very well with our King Gambit. But you Terra Fairy that thing, and it's going to be taking it a lot better. Okay, Sneasler does come out, and we know this thing's going to be locked into a move, so... Ooh, because of Colbur, we might actually survive, which would be really, really, really funny. So I'm just going to throw off a Psychic. And does Colbur pull through? No, it does not. Unfortunate. But yeah, obviously. not super surprising. So Throat Chop into Samurott. It's a 3-hit KO, so we can... happily go into this. Throw off a Ceaseless. without much worry. Yeah, Pex does come out, but if we can get all three of those spikes, it's chip, 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 chip. We just want to keep this thing really low. Man, Sabrod is just so good. It's not even funny, man. Okay, yeah, Sneasler comes out and just, like, takes almost its entire health there, which is fair. Yeah, Legend Chase here is unfortunately stuck playing on their phone, because they don't really have a working, what do you call it right now, working computer. So I do apologize for that. Their misclicks and stuff like that always suck, especially in a situation like this. But there's not much as me, the competitor, that I can really do to stop that from happening. It's just an unfortunate situation, but I do, once again, apologize. Because never want to win by that. Never want to be able to win by someone accidentally going into their Sneasler, taking a ton of chip to where they're basically in range for my, what do you call it, King Gambit. Unless this thing does have defog. Alright, that is... I'm gonna Earthquake here. Because my logic is, I think they're gonna U-turn out into Pex. Or... that... You know... Lost in the Sauce gets thrown around a lot. And I think I may have got lost in the sauce there. So how are we looking at 6 Fainted? Okay, 6 Fainted definitely just kills Sucker Punch, so I think we can go this and pop our Terra, and we can let Big Eggy go at it. It is time! Executor is unleashed on the public! Big Eggy Unk the Executor. Man, I didn't know if this thing was gonna do much this season, and I'm talking it up like this, and it's just gonna end up doing absolutely nothing. But it's the thought that counts. They kind of have to go Slowking, I feel like, and Slowking's gonna be taking some big damage to this thing. Maybe they go Nidoking. Nidoking will just die though. Yeah, they go Slowking, take 30, reveal Black Sludge. Okay, I'm gonna pop up a Future Sight to get a little Unk jump scare kill later in the game. Okay, they do reveal Flame, but we are gonna be tanking that, eating that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner combined, man. And we're gonna be throwing off another Psychic. They throw off that. Flamethrower does 42, so this is obviously a very, very, very defensive pivot. Yeah, it's max special defense. And because of that Future Sight up, we're putting a lot of pressure on them to where I think the play here is just going to be to throw off another Psychic. So yeah, Crobat goes down. 1 Executor kill. You know, we in the biz, we take those. And with that Crobat being down, that does mean Choice Band Dragonite will get to throw off a free Earthquake once it comes in. But we do want to just be careful around this Nidoking. Because obviously it can be catastrophic. Okay, so we're going to get to Protect to scout this thing. Which is why Protect was brought, and also just to get that back. So, yep, they're going to throw off a CC. Obviously, there's just no reason not to go into this. If they want to make a double, then they can make a double. But really, that won't matter in the grand scheme of things. Sorry if I'm, like, struggling to commentate right now. I'm not the greatest at multitasking. So, yeah, Earthquake picks up the kill. And then I don't believe... Yeah, Sneasler might not even have something to OHKO me with. Unless it has, like, Gunk Shot. So, Earthquake will not be OHKOing this, but I think it is just worth to throw it off, get all that damage off. And yeah, there's just no reason not to just throw off another Earthquake. And obviously, E-Speed won't be... Actually, E-Speed will be killing the what do you call it from here? The Sneasler. So I think Dragonite may just be wrapping this up, which is going to be big. If we're able to get a big, what would that be, 4-0 victory. Yeah. Apologies that my thing is very glitched out right now. I don't really know why, but CalcX is just choosing to be a little difficult. Same with Showdown, with showing Pokemon fainted and non-fainted. Yeah, I think this might end up being wraps on this. We are going to get to throw off an E-Speed here to pick off the Sneasler. Even if we don't, it's looking like Kingambit will be able to win the game. I don't, even if they like lock themselves into CC, don't think they really have an out because we have Sucker Punch on this and on Kingambit. And then obviously Slowking's not going to be doing much into Double Dark. So this should be a wrap-up. It's going to come down to diff now if they won't die, but if they have Ice Beam or not. They don't have Ice Beam, they have Black Slug Trick. GG, and we're going to pick up the victory with Dragonite. Very good. Yeah, very good game, very simple. Once again, apologies to my opponent Jace. They're a great person, they're a great battler, but unfortunately, forced to kind of play on a phone, forced to play very haphazardly. But yeah, see you guys next week. Thank you guys for watching. Great game.